desensitized. They cannot even smell it anymore. That is what has happened to our hearts. We have been exposed to so much violence, so much suffering, so much injustice, so much tragedy that we have become desensitized. We have become immune. We scroll past images that should break our hearts. We watch clips that should have us weeping, and we simply click to the next one. Our hearts have died to it. And when the heart dies to the pain of others, it begins to die in other ways too. The ability to feel pain is the sign of life. A doctor, when checking whether a patient is alive, will do something. They will poke with a needle. They will test the pupil's response to light. Not whether the person can recognize a face or laugh at a joke. The test is whether there is a response to pain. If there is no response to pain, the patient is pronounced dead. No response to pain equals death. That is what is happening to our hearts spiritually. Our hearts no longer respond to pain, not our own pain, and not the pain of others. And when that happens, the heart is spiritually dead. And a dead heart cannot make dua the way it should. A dead heart cannot worship the way it should. A dead heart cannot seek forgiveness with the urgency and the sincerity that the situation demands. We need to revive our hearts. We need to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to soften these hearts. We need to step back from the constant bombardment and reconnect with the Quran, with dhikr, with salah, with dua, with the things that bring life to the heart. Because the heart is alive when it is connected to Allah. The heart is alive when it remembers Allah. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Not in scrolling, not in watching, not in the endless consumption of content, in the remembrance of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ told us that this ummah is like one body. When one part of the body is in pain, the entire body feels that pain, sleeplessness, fever, restlessness, the whole body responds. That is what this ummah is supposed to be like. When one part of the ummah is suffering wherever they are, whoever they are, the rest of the ummah is supposed to feel it. The rest of the ummah is supposed to respond. The rest of the ummah is supposed to make dua, to help where they can, to speak out where they can, to give where they can. Is that what is happening? You know the answer. The ummah has fragmented. The ummah has become so absorbed in its own individual concerns and its own individual communities that the suffering of other parts of the ummah goes largely unnoticed or noticed but unfelt. We need to change that. Not in others. We cannot control others, but in ourselves, in our own hearts. That is the only thing that is within our control, ourselves, our own choices, our own actions, our own relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.